First thing we're doing today is the following. Boy was sentenced to death, but he can't get killed because he's secretly an immortal S-rank ninja. Dude, the titles of these videos never fail to depress me. But anyway, this is an anime known as Hell's Paradise. It is known as one of the Dark Triad, these 3 dark horse candidates for some of the greatest shonen anime or manga that has been out in a long time. And I watched the first episode of this and never continued because I promised you guys that if you hit a like goal, I would continue, and you did not hit the like goal, and as a man of my word, I did not continue, and I am gonna watch the recap version of it because legitimately I do not have time nor patience to actually watch the entire anime myself, even though everyone tells me it's amazing. So
the story begins as we see a boy named Gabimaru who is about to be executed.
That's pretty rough. I hate it when people try to execute me.
The executioner readies his sword, striking his neck repeatedly.
Oh my god, is that a Bible reference? Is that a Moses reference?
The sword ends up breaking, surprising the officials. He returns to his prison cell, where we learn that Gabimaru was trained as a shinobi since he was a child, and has developed a superhuman body because of his training. A woman named Sagiri documents the event, noting that breaking a blade with his flesh is a simple task for a shinobi like him, and Gabimaru confirms this, saying someone with such terrible swordsmanship can't hurt him. The next day, the Lord orders the executioner to burn Gabimaru at the stake. They set him on fire, covering his body in flames, but after a moment, they see his eyes staring at them through the fire, and the Lord becomes frustrated. Gabimaru returns to his cell unscathed, but he claims he's not trying to resist, and then he actually wants them to kill
Kaido! Bro thinks he's Kaido!
Sagiri informs him about her job to record events, so Gabimaru states that he doesn't know his parents, but he heard they were killed by the village chief when he was a baby. He claims he has no dream, because shinobis only live to kill as they're told, and we learn that he was captured when his cohorts betrayed him, because he wanted to leave the village, and he thinks the village chief had something to do with it, since the village doesn't allow anyone to leave. The following day, the Lord orders his men to have Gabimaru torn apart by bulls. They attach his legs to 2 bulls, but he easily overpowers them with his legs. The bulls become exhausted. Sagiri goes to him, saying he appears to be resisting the execution, and asking him why he wanted to leave the village. Gabimaru claims he was the best in his village, receiving the chief's recognition, and he even married his daughter. However, he says he got fed up with his wife's naive behavior, so he told the chief that he wanted to leave the village, which is how he ended up in this situation. That evening, one of the observers warns Sagiri about Gabimaru, saying he's a hollow man who killed 20 people before he was arrested. But Sagiri wonders why a hollow man would fight so hard to the point he killed 20 men. In his prison cell, we learn that Gabimaru has actually been resisting the executions, but he decides to end it all tomorrow. During his next execution, he is boiled in hot oil, but he somehow survives it. He thinks he should have no lingering attachments, so he wonders why he can't die. The Lord is freaked out.
God damn, look at that guy.
Just wanting things to be over with, but Sagiri informs him that arrangements have been made. They escort Gabimaru through a tunnel, and the Lord laughs.
And they start the hunter exam.
Thinking Gabimaru is about to die, he is led to a room where he sees Sagiri waiting for him. The Lord reveals that she is a sword tester and executioner from the Yamada clan, claiming she will be able to behead him with a single blow. Gabimaru imagines her cutting his head off, as he realizes she is the real deal. He breaks his restraints, and Sagiri tries to take him out, but he dodges the attack. Gabimaru is shocked to learn his neck has been cut, and Sagiri continues to attack him as he evades. Sagiri says she can tell that he lied about his wife, and that he actually loves her, won't let himself be killed.
Damn!
He realizes this as well. Thinking back to how his time with his wife made him softer, he grabs onto a sword, using it to fight Sagiri, who asks him why he has been lying to himself. He says she knows nothing about the world he lives in, claiming he is hollow. In a flashback, his wife tells him he's not hollow, as she hugs him, calling him a kind person since he is the only one who wasn't repulsed by her face. We learn that in their village, men are treated as soldiers while women are just there to bear children.
I'm not gonna make that joke, I'm sorry. I have lines that I don't cross here. Listen.
The village chief wanted his daughter to remember this, so he burned her face to make her stop trying to live like an ordinary woman. But she tells him that people's hearts don't die so easily, as she kisses him. He wanted to stop being a shinobi and live a quiet life with his wife, so he tells the chief about this, which is the real reason why he got betrayed. Back in the present, Gabimaru fights on,
Damn.
gaining momentum as Sagiri struggles to block his attacks. He claims he can never live like a human no matter how hard he tries, but Sagiri tells him he can, showing him a pardon that would dismiss all his crimes and grant him the shogun's protection, but under the condition that he goes to the underworld. This makes Gabimaru confused, so Sagiri tells him about a beautiful land called Shinsenkyo, which has recently been discovered. It is said that the immortality-granting elixir of life can be found on that land, so the shogun sent a search party to find the elixir, but one evening, a boat returned full of flowers.
Oh,
but when
right. That's the first episode ends with this cliffhanger.
further examined, there is a body among the flowers.
And it's
The shogun
laughing!
learns about this, so he orders his men to gather criminals, seeing them as expendable, to send them to the island to
Almost
bring
as terrifying as women, am I right?
back the elixir of life and
I
pardon
am.
them if they are successful. Sagiri reveals she is there to look for potential candidates, seeing Gabimaru as a good fit. She tells Gabimaru his wife is waiting for him in the village, and the only way for him to reunite with her is to join the
Wow.
expedition. The Lord still
Bro!
wants Gabimaru dead, ordering his men to attack, but Gabimaru uses his ninjutsu, unleashing fire from his body, allowing him to defeat all the guards in the room.
Bro!
The Lord falls to his knees, as Gabimaru agrees to join the expedition, determined to make it back alive. In a flashback, Sagiri witnesses her father performing an execution, which was so perfectly carried out that the man didn't even realize he'd been beheaded. Sagiri made it her goal to replicate his move, and when it came time for her to perform executions, she managed to do it well, but she imagines the people she killed haunting her. A man named Aizen observes that there is doubt and fear in her swordsmanship, which makes people die painful deaths. He
shit.
tells Sagiri to look at the reflection on her sword, as he states that the truth is reflected in the blade. Back in the present, Sagiri puts a blindfold on Gabimaru, and she makes him join the other criminals, as they are informed the shogun is sitting before them. They are all given orders to travel to Shinsenkyo and return with the elixir of life, saying the successful criminal will be pardoned. This makes the atmosphere change.
That's such a really cool dynamic. I'm not gonna lie. That is a very, very cool dynamic.
As the criminals realize they can earn their freedom, the speaker
What do you mean as they realized? They literally explained that to them before they came here. What?
describes the island, but the criminals interrupt him, saying it sounds like a fairy tale. The criminals are ordered to remove their masks, and they see a man with flowers
Oh
coming out
God, that is so scary!
of his body. We learn that the man returned alive from the expedition, but he had lumps all over his body, and they started blooming the next day. The criminals begin to have doubts, not wanting to risk their lives in the expedition, but an official reminds them they have all been sentenced to death, so going to the island is
Yeah, this is a fairy tale. Oh yeah, no, it's not a fairy tale because look at this guy who has lumps, and it's like, oh my God, it's not a fairy tale. We don't want to go to the island. He's like, bro, you are literally sentenced to die, and they're like, oh.
considered a generous offer. A criminal named Narugai
Oh,
notices
that guy's gonna be a badass. Goddamn, look at that dude. That dude is gonna be oozing ass.
that they don't know anything about the island, wondering if the elixir is even there. An official tells them they are free to drop out, so one of them
You're free to drop out. You're just gonna get executed. Damn, what a guy. What a dude. What a guy.
men tries to leave,
Why is everyone saying he doesn't know? He doesn't know what?
but he is immediately executed.
Why do you gotta pull that prank on everyone? Oh my God, bro. Why do you have to prank people? You could leave if you want. And he's like, okay, fine, I will. Gets executed. Now, the rest of you are also free to leave. Sure.
The official reveals that they will have the Amada clan serve as monitors while on the island, so if they try anything funny, they will be killed on the spot. He warns the criminals not to try anything, and he adds that if their monitors die for whatever reason, they will be executed. The shogun whispers something to an official's ear, and the official tells them that their numbers need to be reduced before going to the island.
What? That is such an anime bullshit plan. That is such an anime concept. It's like, yes, there are too many of you to be going for this mission. There's just too many of you on this mission. You must die.
Because they don't have the resources to accommodate all of them.
Resources? You put them on a raft and you throw them into sea. Resources? So now you must have a tournament arc.
The criminals are confused, but a man named Chobe calls them idiots as he chokes another criminal to death.
Alright, that dude has crazy scars on his face. That guy's gonna be a badass. That dude is gonna be a badass. He is going to grind and eat ass. Jesus. It's like, it's so funny how, like, you have an anime scene, this scene, and you already know which characters are gonna be cool, right? You're gonna have this dude, gonna be a badass. This guy ain't doing jack all right? I'm telling you right now, this fellow over here, he is going to be meat.
He points out that the officials are doing nothing, so he concludes that the officials want them to kill each
This guy. You think this guy's gonna be a character? This dude over here, man's face looks like Humpty Dumpty. All right, man's about to go for a fall.
other. The official confirms this, so they start killing each other.
This guy over here, the man, he has the art style of a potato. Right? You think Potato over here is gonna be an actual main character? What about this guy over here? Or this fellow? No.
As the Shogun watches on with excitement, but the official thinks this is just pointless violence. The Shogun asks about the criminals with the most exceptional skills, and the official tells him about them, saying the most notable.
There we go. There we go. This is like in the beginning of the Hunter exam in Hunter x Hunter where you have Tompa, the rookie crusher, being like, there's a lot of guys we gotta look out for. There's Hisoka, and there's Killua, and there's Hanzo. And then it turns out all the guys that he mentions are just the most important guys in the actual show, obviously. I'm sorry, it's just so funny how you always need that one guy to give you the rundown, the recap of all the relatively interesting people.
Among them is Gabimaru.
Among Us.
They observe Gabimaru, but he doesn't appear to be moving, as no one is even attacking him.
Bruh.
Aizen notices how the violence is making Sagiri
Blood thinks he's Aizen.
overwhelmed, telling her it will be even more brutal on the island, so he questions her capabilities, thinking she isn't suited for the job. Aizen tells her she should just live quietly in her mansion, and Sagiri
Damn! Telling a woman in 2023 not to risk her life? God damn, what do you think you are?
tells him that she would have if she could. In a flashback, we see Sagiri running away from some bullies as they make fun of her family for making a living through people's deaths.
Making fun of her for that? That is the most badass thing I've ever heard, son.
One day, she picks up a sword, and she sees the reflection on the sword, allowing her to see the spirits haunting it. Back in the present,
Whoa! Hold up, what? She saw a reflection in the sword and saw the spirits haunting it? Wait a second.
the criminals think about escaping, so they charge at Sagiri, seeing her as an easy target. Aizen wonders if she can handle them, but Sagiri
She can handle them, don't worry, gamers.
has accepted her fate as an executioner, and she easily takes them all out, but she starts to feel haunted by her victims again. But the spirits disappear.
I would love that this show is not just badass, and that you actually have people that actually have trauma. Not gonna lie. Like, so far, I feel like, I know I'm memeing around, I'm kind of just making jokes and shit, but this does kind of look great. Not gonna lie.
As Gabimaru says that killing people is never okay.
Damn!
Gabimaru asks,
the voice of reason over here. The guy that killed 20 people and got subject to execution. Killing is not the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to know how to tell if it's a shonen or not, this is how. This is how to tell. Killing is not the answer, executioner woman. And she's like, damn.
if there is another way to choose who's going on the expedition, because not everyone wants to kill people. An official threatens him, telling him to watch his tongue, as he orders a criminal to attack him. The
Sure.
man lifts a stone.
Oh my god, bro. This man goes on fire. He has ninjutsu that lights himself on fire, and this criminal picked up a little stone.
And throws it at him, but Gabimaru easily dodges.
I'm sorry. That's just funny, bro. That's just funny as hell. He lifts up a stone and throws it at him. The stone does nothing. What? Impossible. No one's ever been able to summon him.
Gabimaru wants to talk it out, but the criminal refuses, leaving him with no choice but to kill the man, because he needs to survive. He approaches the man, saying he's about to be burdened, as he starts taking out the other criminals with
I am about to be burdened. That is one of the most badass lines I have ever heard. Oh my god. Bro said, I'm about to be burdened before annihilating his ass, before tearing him a second asshole.
With such brutality that even the Shogun is unsettled.
Bruh.
Sagiri looks at his reflection through her sword, and she sees countless souls around him.
That is so cool. I love the supernatural side where not everyone has like a cringe power.
But they don't seem to disturb him. This makes Sagiri realize
The
that
souls don't disturb him! Oh my god, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
what she needs is not to get rid of her fear and doubt, but the strength to take on the burdens of the lives she took. The officials stop them, telling them they will be joining the expedition, and we learn that the 10 criminals who will be joining the expedition are the same criminals who have exceptional skills.
Well, you don't say.
They all board a ship.
Bro, look at that dude. Look at that big guy. Holy moly, that guy would... whole shitles.
And we see the island as they slowly arrive. Gabimaru remembers when the village
It's a beast titan again.
chief was pierced by multiple weapons, but he
Bro thinks he's a hentai girl impaled by multiple rods over there. Dog thinks he's in a hentai. Dog thinks he's a hentai protagonist over here.
He didn't fall, proving his immortality, and it was apparently due to a medicine he acquired from a land across the sea.
Yo!
They arrive at Shinsenkyo, where Gabimaru tells Sagiri that the elixir of life is real, but he isn't sure if they will find it on this island. They
Wait, so the guy actually is immortal? Wait, that village chief guy actually is immortal? That's crazy.
explore the island, as Sagiri comments on how beautiful the place is, but Gabimaru thinks it's creepy, saying they don't know what's out there. He breaks his restraints,
Why was he fighting in those? He just popped them like, oh my god.
and Sagiri tells him that he's not allowed to do that.
What? I'm sorry. Wait a second. They take these immaculate fighters, these epic prisoner fighter badasses, okay? They put them on a ship together and send them off to a land where they're gonna meet their doom, all right? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this straight. They take these guys that are epic fighters. They pick them for their skill in fighting. They put them on an island where everything is so dangerous, they're out to kill them. And they're not allowed to break the restraints? What? What does not allowed mean? They're gonna die here.
But Gabimaru tells her to let it slide, explaining how they only have a strange drawing as a clue, and their food is only good for 3 days. However, Sagiri threatens to kill him, telling him
Blood thinks she's a Minecraft villager. Alright, chat, you have to stop making these jokes. They're actually starting to get funny, and that means my sense of humor is rapidly deteriorating.
to bind his hands, as she explains she is not his friend, and her role is as executioner.
Bro, she's just like a Twitch streamer. That's crazy. I am not your friend.
So he reluctantly complies. As he lets
He lets her tie him up again. Oh my god, bro. Stop it, homie. God, why you gotta be such a simp? If that was a dude, he would not let himself get bound. Man just wants to get stepped on a little bit.
Sagiri tie his hands, he suddenly gets hit by a giant steel ball, blowing him away. The ball returns
Brother.
to a criminal named Kayan, who
Oh shit, this guy. My god, dude. Look at the size of this lad over here. Oh my god.
thinks he just got rid of his target, but Gabimaru gets back up, cracking his neck as he admits that it got dislocated. Sagiri
His neck got dislocated? What? That doesn't happen, Nani? Character design is sick? True, the character design is kind of awesome.
explains Kayan is a warrior monk who steals the weapons of the warriors he has killed,
Oh,
but
makes sense.
Gabimaru points out that Kayan's hands aren't restrained, so
But his hands are restrained. Wait a second. He broke the rules, little lady.
Sagiri asks Kayan's executioner, Kisho, about this. Kisho says they can just tie their hands on the way back, telling Sagiri she's the lowest ranked executioner
Bro, look at this. Look at the length of this lady's neck. If that neck gets dislocated, she is heading straight to hell.
because she's too rigid. Kayan displays his other weapons, wanting to test them out on Gabimaru.
God,
Gabimaru
he is so creepy. You will never face the wrath of my giant dildo. A dildo this size will turn your butthole into minced meat.
doesn't want to waste time fighting, saying that the others will get ahead of them, but Kayan says that since they have no leads, He is better off taking out the other criminals and then taking his time to look for the elixir, so Gabimaru realizes he has no choice.
This was such a bad plan. Like, on behalf of the Shogun. This is such a bad plan. Why did he think that the idea of sending all these people as like a competition with each other was a good idea? This was such a stupid idea.
But to fight, Kaien charges at him, but Sagiri asks him to bind his hands. Kaien smashes his head, but the mace shatters, so he brings out other weapons to attack Gabimaru, who continues to
Holy crap, this is how you introduce an overpowered main character. My God.
tie his hands while he endures the blows.
He's tying his hands while getting railed by this big, beefy man? Okay, that came out a little not exactly as I intended, but god damn! That might be one of the biggest flexes in anime! Bro, he is getting assaulted by a big, beefy man. He is getting impaled and railed. Man is getting run through by this huge person, getting back shots from this man of colossal stature. And he's just tying his... This is almost Kurapika bringing a shovel to fight Uvo Gintier. Not gonna lie. Bro thinks he's Tom Holland.
Breaking Kaien's weapons, Kaien thrusts his spear at Gabimaru, who has just finished tying his hands.
Bro doesn't even react after this big man is thrusting him. Oh my god!
Gabimaru breaks the spear, launching Kaien into the air, and as his weapons fall toward Gabimaru, Gabimaru kicks one of the spears at Kaien, stabbing him in the chest.
Bro impaled him with his own spear. Dog, if that is not a hentai reference, I don't know what is. Yo, you see, he titled this video, Boy Was Sentenced to Death, but he can't be killed because he's secretly an immortal S-rank ninja. When we all know he should have titled the video, Big Guy Assaults Smaller Guy with All of His Toys. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why he should have titled the video. Thank you, chat.
Sagiri thinks Gabimaru won with a single attack, but Kaien gets back up, saying they're just getting started.
Oh my god, he's one ugly motherfucker. Holy shit. This is what VTubers look like after the face reveal.
But he easily gets defeated by Gabimaru, who uses his own weapons against him.
Oh my god! Man looks like the priest from Berserk.
Gabimaru.
That's actually kind of badass, I'm not gonna lie. That is a badass first fight on the island. Sheesh, sheesh. And what's crazy is you know that the stuff that they're actually going to see on the island, they're going to way overpower this guy, which means that fat guy with the spears, he's got nothing. That's what the point of the mask is.
Wants to continue their quest, as Kisho beheads Kaien, and he heads back to the ship.
Wait a second.
To continue their quest, as Kisho beheads Kaien.
You did not need to behead this man. He was not going anywhere. Bro, they beheaded this guy. Oh my god. Homie. Dude. Proof of death. They didn't take pictures. Double tap Nux. It's not, you didn't take a picture. You just, oh my god.
And he heads back to the ship. Gabimaru wonders if he wants to fight, but Kisho says he is just doing his job and doesn't take any sides, even considering himself lucky for getting out so quickly, reminding Sagiri she will be spending time with a dangerous criminal. Kisho tells them about how the other she will be spending time with a dangerous criminal. Kisho
I'm just saying. Damn. If I was this executioner, I would not keep my sword sheathed, if you know what I'm talking about.
Tells them about how the other criminals are breaking the rules.
Breaking the rules? You mean like untying their hands in a vicious island where they're all killing each other?
And he predicts they will continue to kill each other until there is only one left standing. We see Aizen tying their boat to a tree when his criminal Rokuroda gets hungry and suddenly attacks him. He tries.
Do they even hear what they're saying? Aizen is tying a shit to a tree, and his criminal gets hungry and tries to attack him. Do you even hear what you're saying? Oh god, dude. That's rough, buddy. He gets hungry. There are no rules when you're horny and trapped on an island, Batman!
He tries to defend himself, but his sword is shattered, and he ends up being eaten by Rokuroda.
Aizen was talking so much shit a minute ago. Aizen was talking so much shit, homie. Man was telling that girl, lady, you are weak and sucky and cringe. You are a woman. Right? Man was going all sorts of nuts bonkers when he was talking to Sagiri or whatever his name was before that entire journey onto this island. And man just gets eaten. He gets his ass eaten out by this prisoner that's following him behind. God damn. Crossing series, he lost all his powers? True.
Some of the other criminals meet their end.
Ah! She was literally my favorite character so far. And there are 2 reasons for that. Both of those reasons are big reasons. And they were also both reasons that were attached to her chest. God damn. That's rough, buddy.
As Kisho...
I will admit, though, I am surprised. Okay? Listen, I like being surprised by an anime. Normally, right when I start a show, like you could tell just by the basic character designs, who's actually gonna survive, who's gonna be the Giga Chad, who's gonna make it. And I will admit to you, I am surprised twice. I thought for sure that Aizen guy was gonna be a badass, and I thought for sure, the second I saw those honkers, I knew they jiggle. I was like, bro, you cannot kill a big lady with glorious honkers before jiggling them. They must be jiggled at some point. That's just the basic rules of physics. That's Newton's 3 laws of physics, right? It's there's always an equal and opposite reaction of force, right? That's like the basic rules. Anything in motion must stay in motion, and if the booba are colossal, then they must jiggle pre-death. That's just basic Newton. I'm so disappointed.
Explains that more will be added since they are expendable, revealing that they are recruiting people from Gabimaru's village, as well as the Amada clan. As he leaves, Kisho warns Sagiri.
That dude is hot. I'm just saying. Man could feature in the Superman anime.
Gabimaru's village, as well as the Amada clan. As he leaves, Kisho warns Sagiri not to let her guard down, and she starts to wonder about Gabimaru's true character. At that moment, Gabimaru suddenly
starts to wonder about Gabimaru's true character. Man's a criminal that killed 20 people. Okay? Yes, he's a nice guy, obviously, because he's a shonen protagonist, but you ain't gonna trust her.
Attacks her, but she manages to push him back.
What?
Gabimaru recalls when the chief killed his parents. It was because they wanted to leave the village.
Dude looks so out of place. Oh my god, look at this guy. Bro, look at this man. He looks so out of place. He's like, Nani? Did you just kill my parents, Beast Titan? That's cringe.
The chief taught Gabimaru that emotions make a person weak, and he won't be
true. That is why I've locked them all away. I am an emotionless whore. I mean, that came out wrong. I have no emotions. My emotions are locked behind a paywall. So if you don't click my link, right goddamn now, and if you don't freaking get my freaking HelloFresh sponsorship, and support me and get me money, my emotions will remain on lockdown.
Able to protect anything unless he is strong. He exchanges blows with Sagiri as he thinks about this, and Sagiri informs him that killing her is against the rules.
I'm sorry. What? You have got to be kidding me. They're fighting for their life on an island of monsters where all these other characters are murdering each other. Rules?
But Gabimaru says he needs to find the elixir before the other shinobis from his village arrive, seeing her as a hindrance. He continues to attack Sagiri, who thinks he should be executed immediately.
I'm sorry, I can't, bro.
But she finds herself hesitating, and we learn that Gabimaru has the same problem, not knowing why he can't bring himself to kill her. Gabimaru
He's 2 simps. This is the clash of 2 simps. My god, I am loving it. It's like you got these two simps locked in a Mortal Kombat.
Remembers how his wife told him to follow his emotions, and we learn that he has been experiencing emotions since he met his wife.
It's not easy being a man in today's society, experiencing emotions because of my wife. How the mighty have fallen. I used to be an emotionless bastard, and now my wife is making me feel things. Maybe it's the cock brand on her face. But suddenly, I don't feel like a man anymore.
Which got in the way during his missions. Gabimaru sees an opening, but he stops as he is about to deal the finishing blow, so he gets pushed back.
Man almost touched a woman. Let's freaking go.
He sees this as a weakness, thinking he won't be able to survive, so he continues his assault as he thinks about.
Man's assaulting women for a living. Goddamn. He just like Minecraft YouTubers for real. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I'm sorry, Minecraft YouTubers in the audience. I'm sorry that you're all virgins.
The chief's advice, making him hollow again. He breaks Sagiri's sword, and he is about to cut her down, but she uses her sheath to defend herself.
Okay,
Gabimaru eventually.
Man is sitting on a woman. Frickin'. Dude, this is the most based shonen protagonist of all time. Man sitting with his woman, sword unsheathed, hard like a rock, raging blade. Damn.
Comes out on top.
She's too old for Minecraft YouTubers? True. Nah, that was uncalled for. She's over 18. I don't even want to go there.
Ready to deal the finishing blow, but
oh my god, dude! That animation!
Gabimaru eventually comes out on top, ready to deal the finishing blow.
But that is badass, dude. That is literally what my penis is like when I'm sitting on a woman in my imagination.
He struggles to finish her off, admitting he still has
Man just can't finish. Man is sitting on a woman and cannot finish. Damn, that's rough. Couldn't be me.
emotions left, and he starts crying, thinking he has become.
Man crying? Man has emotions? Dog, look at what women do to this beautiful man just got corrupted by women. Dude, I'm actually gonna get canceled, and people aren't gonna believe me when I say these are all jokes. Isn't that wrong? Isn't society sad and cruel? Because these are the peak comedy.
Weak. Sagiri tells him it's not weakness, but the seed of strength, as she.
Bro, she wants that seed of strength. Know what I'm saying? Every time.
Believes that not fleeing from his emotions is strength. She decides to overlook his behavior, wanting to see him face his emotions and reclaim his life, as she tells him he is no longer his old.
That is the wildest bonding moment I've ever seen. They were just in a fight. They were locked in combat to the death, where they were both trying to kill each other, both convincing themselves that they should be killing each other. And then they become best friends. I am here for it.
Meanwhile, the criminal Tamiya
Alright, you see,
realizes his hand has been stung by a butterfly, and he recalls what happened to the man who returned from the expedition, so he quickly slices his hand off.
Jesus! Jesus! What? Man got stung by a butterfly and chopped his hand off. Oh my god! Dude, look at that yellow hair, dude. This blonde dude, he's gonna be something important. You can tell, right? Look at that hair. He's blonde, he has two different swords. That guy's gonna be awesome, but I've been so wrong so far in this anime, so.
And kills the insect. His executioner Fuchi is confused by this, but Tamiya shows him the human face.
Oh my god! That is nightmare fuel. Brother, that is nightmare fuel. Oh my god, I've seen hentai that start just like this, and I didn't like them at all. That's crazy.
Butterfly, saying that it's not from their world. At that moment, his severed hand transforms into flowers, and more creatures appear around them, including a giant abomination.
Dude just stands up! Oh my god! That is scary. This is like some Lovecraftian stuff, bro. Damn. Dude, this anime is actually kind of sick. What?
Meanwhile, Gabimaru and Sagiri are also surrounded, with a fish monster standing before
Dude came right out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to T-pose on these guys. God damn.
them, so he tells her to stand back, preparing to take it on. In a flashback, we learn that Tamiya
Bro. She is a woman, and she doesn't need to stand back when you're fighting a giant fish monster.
Was an extremely skilled swordsman, and he agreed to become the officer of a certain lord. One day, he has a drink with his lord.
We're getting backstory, so I guess this guy's important.
But he hears a comment which makes him upset, so he ended up destroying the mansion's gate.
Did I just hear that correctly? Wait. Huh?
But he hears a comment which makes him upset, so he ended up destroying the mansion's gate.
Brother! Man's a Twitter user. Man has that Twitter brain rot. Oh my god! Holy crap! Dude is the epitome of manliness. Look at this man with his stash, with his Giga Chad arms. I heard a comment that made me upset. You said the R word. You said an ableist slur before me.
And killing his lord, which—
Oh my god, he killed his lord too! I am the Snowflake Swordsman. You might think that I am a mere Reddit mod, when in actuality, I am on Twitter.
Made an entire clan hunt him down, resulting in his arrest.
That's rough.
We see Tamiya with Fuchi as they arrive on the island, and Tamiya notices how his executioner has tools for dissections. Fuchi explains that the Amada clan also dissects bodies.
The Among Us clan? Oh my god, is no one in this show even remotely normal? Brother!
To help produce effect.
What? Why is he blushing? Yeah, corpses. Oh my god! This reminds me of a joke that I told on the last stream that probably will get me canceled, so at this point I might as well say it again. Do you know what a reverse exorcism is? It's when you taste the priest out of the child. Sorry. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. That was inappropriate. It was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it was hilarious. It wasn't very appropriate at all. Yeah, all right.
Effective medicines. The fish creature uses its arms to attack Gabimaru, but he easily evades and kicks the monster's head. However, the creature grabs onto his foot and slams him against the ground. Gabimaru quickly recovers, as he remembers the shinobi rule.
No fish monster can beat a shinobi that follows the rules.
Which states that he must not fight an unknown enemy. He thinks about retreating, but the creature suddenly restrains him, smashing his body against the trees before throwing him away. Sagiri is surprised he is actually injured, and they think they should run away, but they—
You are fighting a hellspawn fish Satan eldritch horror, and you're like, damn, that hurt you, bro? Damn.
Didn't realize there are giants approaching them from all directions.
Oh, they realized. That's
Wanting to survive, Gabimaru goes berserk, using his ninjutsu to destroy a giant's head.
Holy crap, that is pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie.
He goes on to butcher the other giant.
Damn! Bro, God, this is so badass. Holy crap, that's insane.
While Sagiri watches in awe, thinking about how dangerous the job is, a giant suddenly attacks her from behind.
Dude, I am so sad that they hyped her up as being stronger than him in the first episode, and she has been resulted to become merely a shonen whammon. I'm actually so sad.
Which she evades, but centipede monsters grab onto her,
Aw, man. Aw, man, bro. He's like Killua, but fire. He's like Kakashi, but fire. We get it, guys. He's cool. But like, aw, man. Aw, man. She was so hyped up in the first episode. I was like, damn, this is going to be a shonen whammon to end all shonen whammon. And she's like, oh, a giant. Oh, no, the centipede's got me. I'm literally crying.
Restricting her movement as the giant prepares to strike. Gabimaru cuts the giant's arm, allowing him to save Sagiri.
Oh, God. god, man got Riz W. This is some Riz W moments.
But this snaps him out of his berserk state. The fish monster is about to attack them.
Dude, that is the saddest looking creature. Oh my god.
But the executioner named Genji arrives
Let's go,
and takes out
Genji.
the creature.
I've seen her. I've seen her on Twitter. I will not lie. I will not lie.
A ninja named Yuzuri
I've seen her on Rule 34 also. I will not lie. Why do you think I'm watching this anime? I will not lie. I cannot lie.
joins them, calling Gabimaru impressive for killing all the monsters
Brother. You've heard of side boobs, but what about wide boobs?
by himself. Gabimaru questions her motives as she approaches him, trying to seduce him into working with her.
It would work on me.
But he ends up restraining her, saying her seduction won't work on him. Yuzuri claims she just
This man has been rizzed to oblivion by every single woman in the entire show, and he thinks that her seduction won't work on him? What is man smoking?
wanted to try it out, but she is serious about working together. Sagiri wonders why she has two executioners with her, so
I guess she's just that dangerous. Her riz is just too big. Dude, honestly, it's not necessarily means she's strong. It just means that chances are if one of the executioners would be there, dude, they would let their guard down.
Genji explains how he was assigned to another criminal who was killed by her. So because of this, he concluded that one executioner may not be able to control her,
Damn.
so he decided to join them.
Side characters actually thinking in a shonen anime? Where am I? It's actually kind of sick.
However, Gabimaru finds the explanation weird, so they conclude that he must have been seduced.
Okay, listen. I don't judge people by appearances or anything, but yeah, if this was her only guard, I would also feel like, you know.
The other executioner introduces himself as Senta, and
Bro, I thought this man was gonna say introduces himself as simp. God damn, she is a pristine shonen character. Like, god damn, if I was her executioner, I would simp too.
Yuzuri tells them about the creatures in the area, saying finding the elixir is important.
Dude, I love how we get every possible angle of her boobage. It's like, all right, we're gonna do the straight look at her boobage. Or we want
Can't charge in without a plan.
a little bit of
Sagiri tells finding
side boobage. They're like, listen, we know what you're here for, and we will give it all to you. They may be B cups, but you will see these B cups in every possible
the
angle.
elixir is important, but they can't charge in without a plan. Sagiri tells him there is no problem with working together, and Yuzuri hugs onto him, but Gabimaru restrains her, telling her he can't trust her, but she uses her
I've seen this on Rule 34.
legs to bring him closer.
A lot of you are unaware of this, probably. The people that have watched Hell's Paradise in the audience, come a little closer. There's someone that edited this where they were completely naked. This was for research purposes only.
Saying he doesn't need to trust her, because they will eventually betray each other because only one of them will be pardoned, so she suggests just using each other for the time being.
Incredibly based. Ladies and gentlemen, incredibly based. That's horrible! Anyway, Sauce?
Gabimaru backs off, as he wonders how
She's so right, though. She's like, listen, only one of us could win, so we are going to end up betraying each other. So no reason to trust me. Might as well just use me. Anyway, I'm going to lick your ass now.
she can help him, and Yuzuri reveals she has plenty of information, telling them that the real danger on the island is the human-faced butterfly, which has hallucinogens and poison. She reveals how she got the information, saying she tested the bugs out on another criminal, who she
Bro, she is all levels of crazy. Oh my god. I can fix her. I can fix her.
ended up killing. Senna tells them about the items the monster
Where was he this whole time? She was out there capturing criminals, tying them to trees, freaking testing bugs on them, doing all of her things, and he's just freaking jerking off behind a tree somewhere, waiting.
monsters are wearing, mentioning that they have Buddhist designs, which he finds strange. Yuzuri tells them there is still much they don't know, so they should work together to learn more.
Damn, that's some of the most nothing I've ever heard.
Gabimaru says he wants information, but he only agrees to fight together, not wanting to cooperate with her fully.
I will fight with you. I will not fuck.
Sagiri watches them.
I am no simp. I simp to 2 women only. I will only simp to 2 women for as long as I live. I will not simp to any more than the 2 women that I have seen so far.
As they interact, thinking about what she has done since arriving on the island.
Well, she got saved 4 times.
But she suddenly collapses.
Oh, women moment. Sorry.
In a flashback, we see a man.
God, I love female characters in Shonen. They're just so good. I love them.
Named Toma, who is about to become an executioner, and Aizen tells him he should take the final step by killing a criminal.
Damn. Man is in all the flashbacks even after he's dead. Man died in the saddest way. Man got eaten. Bro, man got actually eaten.
Thinking about which execution would be suitable, Toma says he has a request, and he goes.
His name used to be Zen, but then he lost an I, and they were like, bro, we're gonna call you Aizen. Just to remind you of how much you suck.
Goes to his brother Chobei, telling him he knows how to make the magistrate's men stop pursuing them. Back in the present, the brothers are surprised to see 3.
Whoa! They're brothers? The executioner and the criminal are brothers? That's some wild dynamic over there.
3 giant creatures standing before them. Chobei immediately attacks them, as Toma reveals that his brother's strength.
Bro, why do all the guys in this anime look so fuckable? Fellas, is it gay if the guys look fuckable in an anime?
Is to quickly understand situations. We learn that the brothers lived in poverty after their parents died, and they were taken by bandits. While with the bandits...
Dude, I love this guy. He's so chill. All of you saying he's like, what's his face? Like, Bakugo? Dude, this guy is way cooler than Bakugo.
Chobei somehow controlled the situation, and he eventually became the Bandit King. He
became the Bandit King! Oh my god, this man actually... What? The only reason why he's not the protagonist of this story is because he already beat the game. My god.
Cuts down a giant, but his knife breaks, so he runs away with Toma, but a giant grabs onto Toma's hair.
Oh my god, Toma's about to have his Sakura moment. About to cut his hair off and make believe that that's character development.
As Chobei returns with an axe.
Holy crap, where'd he find this axe?
Where
the hell did he get that?
Grabs onto Toma's hair. As Chobei returns.
It's a good thing I had a spare battle axe shoved up my ass. It came in handy after all, Toma. Thank you for putting it there. No problem, brother.
With an axe, Chobei gets hit in the face by a staff, and the monster tells them that murder is...
What? They talk? These monsters talk? Dude, this is an actual Eldritchian nightmare. Holy crap.
...a sin. The other creatures start talking to them, which makes...
Oh my god, this is terrifying!
...makes Toma believe they're in hell, but Chobei starts cutting through the creatures, and he manages to...
Oh my god, he won?! Dude, look at the size of that axe. He just kept it in his prison pocket. Oh my god.
...defeat all of them. Chobei thinks that the elixir must be real since there are monsters protecting it, so he decides to take out everyone on the island and take the elixir for themselves. Sagiri regains consciousness, and Ginji tells them they're safe in a cavern. He informs Sagiri she was poisoned by the butterfly's scales, but she immediately gets back up, wanting to monitor Gabimaru. She leaves the cavern, and she sees Gabimaru preparing dinner, while Senna fixes their...
Bro, I want myself a husband like Gabimaru. At least I would if I was gay. Fellas, no homo.
...torn clothes. While having dinner, Gabimaru reveals he scouted the island, and he learned something about the flora, saying he found several flowers resembling the man they were shown, which makes them conclude that the people who went missing...
Oh my god, dude. This is an actual nightmare. Holy crap. This is like a literal hellspawn anime. My god. I am really liking this so far. I know I'm making fun of everything, but that's kind of what I do, but I am really liking this. This is wild. I love the intrigue, the mystery, the brutality.
...have now turned into plants on the island. Gabimaru wasn't able to find anything that looks like the clue they were given, but Senda suggests they shouldn't rely too much on the illustration, since the officials...
They have one clue. They literally have one single clue to work on. Literally one. And he really tells them, but don't worry about the illustration. What are they supposed to worry about if not the illustration of their one clue?
Don't know much about the island. Sagiri notices how the creatures on the island have an animal parts stacked on top of humanoid forms.
Very astute of her. Very astute of her. Finally pulling her weight on this team.
And Senna adds that they were items that seemed religious. He says they're like malformed gods, which seems to be the theme for the island and the creatures. Later that day, Ginji tells Sagiri to return to the mainland, because he believes she isn't strong enough to survive. However, Senna thinks the return trip wouldn't be so easy, since most people don't return from the island.
She's gonna need a return eventually. How does that make any form of sense? That makes absolutely no sense at all. Oh, I think it's too dangerous for you to be on the island. You should go back. And he's like, no, going back is dangerous. It'll be dangerous whether she goes back now or later. But if she doesn't go back then she's just gonna be on the island longer first. That is some of the worst logic I may have ever heard in my entire life.
We meet the executioner Tenza as he tries to escape the island with Narugai. They
that guy's gonna be crazy.
Eventually stumble upon a ship, but as they get closer, they realize that the ship has been destroyed, along with the other ships around it. Tenza speculates the ships all attempted to leave the island, and they see creatures moving around them, so Tenza pulls out his sword, but a sea monster
Bro thinks he's Shanks! Bro thinks he's Shanks!
attacks them, forcing them to jump out.
Why does everyone say, just wait, you don't get it? Is this a girl or something? Is that gonna be like the twist? Ha, you thought it was a dude, it's actually a girl. Ha, look, boobies. Is that it? Am I gonna be like all befazzled because of that? You think that that's some big prank, dude? I've been watching anime for years, and it's gonna be like, yeah, boobies.
Out of their boat. They land on a shipwreck, and more tentacles appear around them.
Hot. Kinda hot, not gonna lie.
Tenza slices through them as they search for a usable ship, and Narugai wonders
I thought they were gonna say a usable... Yeah, never mind.
If she is being punished.
She! Wow, guys. See that? We're only almost halfway through the video, and oh damn, this random side character that looks like a dude is actually a woman. I was totally gotten. I was absolutely railed by this information. This information stretched my butthole more than those tentacles are about to do to this poor girl.
Narugai remembers.
He still doesn't know? What do you mean he still doesn't know?
When she led a group of samurai to her village, and they ended up wiping her whole village out. But the men spared her, planning to use
that sucks. I'm sorry, Narugai, that you had to go through that. Holy shit. Oh man.
Use her to find the other villages.
Yeah, to find the other villages. Okay, alright.
She was locked up. Tenza found her, knowing she is innocent, and showed her the pardon offer. As they run, they come across Kisho, who is now transforming into flowers. Tenza tries.
Wait! Oh, you bitch. You freaking cowardly bitch. Your prisoner died and you decided to run away after bad-mouthing our main gal, huh? Huh? Oh, you deserve to turn into flowers. Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope you enjoy those tendrils sprouting and destroying your windpipe, you stupid, ugly.
Tries to talk to him, but a tentacle cuts him in half.
Oh my god, bro, that is crazy. Just cut him in half. What's this one little girl here supposed to do now? What is she supposed... Oh my... This whole anime is like
into flower.
Nightmare fuel. Everyone is expendable.
Tenza tries to talk to him.
But
a tentacle...
Boom! Okay, I thought the tentacle cut Tenza in half. Bro, tentacle cut flower guy in half. Dog, when the hentai gets too real.
Cuts him in half. Kisho's body reminds Narugai about her dead grandfather,
who coincidentally died in the exact same pose.
And this makes her fall to her knees, telling Tenza,
bro, with all those tentacles down, I will be on my knees too.
To escape without her, as she blames herself for the deaths of everyone in her village. Tenza defends her from the tentacles, asking her if she wants to die, and Narugai realizes she wants to survive.
Possibly the biggest newsflash of this anime. Wait a second, you mean that I actually don't want to die right now? Damn. That's crazy.
So Tenza gives her a sword. They fight through the tentacles together, allowing them to reach a boat, which they use to return to the island. They realize that the currents prevent them from escaping, and sea monsters seem to surround the island.
Wait, how are they ever planning on leaving altogether? Hold up. How are they ever planning on leaving? Like, they send all these, like, good people to the island with literally no clue how to get back. Like, what was their plan? Did they have a plan? I'm just now realizing that I don't think they had a plan.
So they decide they will need to gather
Don't worry about it. Well, okay, I guess.
allies for the return trip. Meanwhile,
if the tides are too strong, what are these allies gonna do? Paddle?
Genji tells Sagiri to sail home, but Senna thinks she could help if Gabimaru needs to be stopped, saying he seems to have changed after spending time with her.
Takes a simp to know a simp. See, that's the use of simps. Simps can always tell when someone else is simping. If someone else is simping, then they know.
That evening, she goes to Gabimaru, who asks if she's feeling better, because he knows the wound he gave her made the insect's poison act quickly. He reveals how Sagiri calmed him down, and Gabimaru claims she is stronger than him, but he...
Dude, we saw those centipede monsters eating her ass a minute ago while he was railing a group of demons. Alright, he was fisting those giants, and she was just getting her ass eaten out by centipedes. Okay? Dog, let's not oversell it here.
He doesn't know how to explain it to her.
She was sick and overwhelmed? Guy didn't say that in the recap. Never mind. Well, never mind.
But he tells her that experience can help her realize her strength. The next day, Sagiri tells Genji she won't be leaving, so he pulls out his sword, trying to scare her, but she instantly disarms him.
Bro!
Genji retrieves his sword as he reprimands her.
She actually is kinda goated. What?
But Rokuroda suddenly appears behind.
Oh god, this dude coming to eat everyone. Bro, take your mask off. Why are you still wearing that? Why are you still wearing that, brother? Why? I don't understand.
Him, and he gets blown away.
Oh my god, he just got blown by a bigger man.
As a child, Rokuroda had an insatiable appetite, and he loved playing with things using his hands.
That is a backstory. Does this man have toenails on the back of his toes? Goddamn, that's terrifying.
However, he eventually went on a frenzy and ate everyone from his village.
Ah! 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 Oh god! Oh god!
Rokuroda targets Sagiri,
Dude, he is so big. Oh my god.
but Gabimaru kicks him away.
His face is the same size as this dude. That is something shitty.
Rokuroda gets back up, and Gabimaru sees him as a dangerous man, wondering how his kick didn't hurt him. He
Maybe because the guy is the size of a titan.
remembers how he was trained to analyze the enemy's abilities, so he decides to observe his opponent before making a move. Rokuroda uproots a tree and throws it at him as Gabimaru dodges it. He thinks Rokuroda is stronger than him, so he asks for Yuzuri's help, but she reminds him she's only responsible for gathering information as she starts cheering for him.
Wow! God damn! I would do exactly the same thing. That is well played, woman.
Rokuroda wildly swings at him as he evades the attacks, thinking he could die in a single hit. Gabimaru tries launching rocks at his enemy, but it seems to have no effect at all. Seeing this, he takes out his sash, using ninjutsu to make it as hard as steel, but
That's pretty badass.
even this is proven to be ineffective. He uses his other techniques, but nothing works, and he starts to
Bro going up against the incredible Bulk right now, and he thinks that he could just throw rocks at him.
wonder how he can take out his opponent. Sagiri tries to treat Genji's wounds, but he tells her to stop, knowing he can't be saved.
Bro! Man just got slapped to death. One slap is all it took. God damn.
He tells her to run, but she refuses to leave him, telling him not to give up. This makes Genji realize she has chosen her way of life, so he gives her his sword,
That's wholesome, I guess.
explaining how a warrior's sword is his soul. He wants her to kill Rokuroda, as he starts seeing her as one of them. Gabimaru is now running out of options, thinking the only way to beat him is to use his fire technique, but he knows close combat is too dangerous. But Rokuroda's finger is suddenly cut off, as Sagiri joins the fight.
Woman, you had a surprise attack available and you chose to cut off a finger. She snuck up on him from behind, sword in hand, and cut off a finger. Listen, I may not be trained in the art of war, but I feel like you could have cut something off that would have been more impactful. Like his penis. Or his head.
Gabimaru finds her timing.
The hand. Why didn't you pick the thumb? You could have picked any finger. You picked the worst finger.
Impeccable, and he knows they need to decapitate him, but he's too tall, so he tells Sagiri
He was fighting giants a minute ago.
to go for the leg. As Gabimaru
That would have been useful for your sneak attack instead of a finger.
deflects Rokurota's attack, Sagiri strikes his leg, but it does nothing to him.
Oh my god, dude. This man's thigh is bigger than her entire body. Holy shit. This is the guy that they have on all the porn ads that say that using this medication will turn your penis into a tree trunk.
And she falls back as he swings at her. Sagiri realizes she's screwed up because she was too aggressive, so she lets go of her emotions. Rokurota strikes, and Gabimaru manages to evade his attack, but he realizes his leg has been sprained. Sagiri strikes Rokurota's arm, but it does
Dude, this is a whole ass fight scene against this one dude. Holy shit.
nothing, and she points out that she needs to strike the gaps between his bones to land a decisive blow, so she needs him to be hunched over for her to behead him. Rokurota suddenly cries,
What?
letting out a powerful scream which overwhelms their senses. He strikes
Bro thinks he's Uvo again.
Gabimaru before he can even react, slamming him against the ground. Gabimaru survives this attack, but he falls to his knees, coughing up blood.
Oh my god.
Rokurota is about to deal the finishing blow.
Wait, why was he screaming? Why was he screaming? Did I miss an explanation here? Did he not explain why the guy just started crying out of nowhere? Did he get hungry? He has the mind of a toddler. The recap skipped that.
But Sagiri gets in the way. At that moment, she achieves a serene state of mind, easily deflecting the attack, which surprises everyone. As she fights, Senna reveals that Sagiri is the lowest ranked executioner.
Why is he just hung up on that tree like that? Why is he there? Is he the Brock of this anime? Just sitting there to say, oh, Pikachu's an electric type, and it's not very effective against the water type!
Because as a woman, she is not suitable to lead their clan. However, in terms of pure skill, the executioners know she is better than most of them. Rokurota loses
Wait, so she's the lowest rank, but she's the best. Alright, makes sense.
his footing, and Sagiri is about to finish him off, but he jumps away. Gabimaru
Holy
comes up with an
crap, man
idea
launches
as he
himself to
uses
the
fire
stratosphere.
ninjutsu to throw flaming projectiles, burning everything around them. Yuzuri runs away, knowing Gabimaru is planning to suffocate Rokurota with the smoke. The
With
plan
her thighs.
works as Rokurota gets down on his knees.
Oh my god, dude, if I was getting suffocated by Sagiri's thighs, I would also be down on my knees.
Struggling to breathe, and Sagiri prepares to deal the finishing blow. He tries to strike back, but Gabimaru pushes his hand against the ground, and Sagiri manages to execute him.
Let's go,
However, the look in his
teamwork!
eyes makes Sagiri realize that he was living a misunderstood life, not knowing
Oh my god, this is some Demon Slayer shit happening right now. This is some Demon Slayer shit going on. What? As she was about to execute him, she realized he had a misunderstood life. The demon that was about to be beheaded actually was kind of cringe.
how strong he was, so he accidentally killed people when he just wanted to play with them.
Okay, listen. You want to make up as many bullshit excuses as you want. You don't accidentally eat every person in your village, okay? You're like, oopsies, my bad, I ate all the people in my village. Damn, that sucked.
Gabimaru gets worried the monsters might be drawn to the fire, so they leave the area, leaving behind.
Wait, but did she kill
Gabimaru
him?
gets worried the monsters might be drawn to the
She did. She took his... Alright, we're good, bro. We're good. Whew. I was worried she was gonna simp a little too hard there.
fire, so they leave the area, leaving behind Genji's remains. They hide as giants make their way to the area, and Gabimaru suggests going in the direction where the monsters came from, thinking it could lead them to the
Going in the direction where the monsters came from, that seems like a terrible idea.
elixir. They catch up to Yuzuri and Senta, and they are all surprised to see a village on the island. Meanwhile, the
Damn.
brothers go deeper into the forest, where they see two beings making out. Chobei
Oh man, if only porn existed, these guys would be so much more powerful.
wonders if they are monsters, and the yellow one named Jufa becomes angry at them for spoiling the mood. Gabimaru wonders if the residents of the island are friends or foes. He sees a girl spying on them, so he runs after her.
Makes sense. Makes sense. This man's been running after women since the show started.
He catches up to her, removing her hood, and he is surprised to see she is a child. A tree monster
Why is that surprising at all? You've seen literal hellspawn on this island.
suddenly takes a swing at him, and the girl continues to run away.
Damn.
Gabimaru chases after her, thinking she knows something about the island. He dodges the tree's attack and kicks it away, while Sagiri rushes after him, leading their companions to deal with the creature. Yuzuri removes Senna's glasses, saying she doesn't want him to see her techniques, as
Damn, bro, this Senta guy, why is he even around? Oh my god, dude. Senta's, why are you here?
she drinks from a cup, causing strange liquid to come out
Oh, I've seen this, yeah.
of her
yeah.
body.
It's, she has people come all over her, and then once she has, like, that full facial, she attacks with extra power.
Gabimaru catches up to the girl, grabbing onto her hand, but the girl throws him to the ground,
Oh my
which
God!
surprises him because
Dude
a
has
child
been getting bodied by women since the show started. This is some propaganda stuff.
shouldn't be able to perform such a move on him. Sagiri runs after the girl, telling her they just want to talk, and this causes her to stop, letting Sagiri catch up to her. The girl suddenly tries to punch her, but Gabimaru blocks the attack.
Damn.
He notes that the girl's strength is on another level, as the blow causes him to take a few steps back.
Oh,
Gabimaru
God.
tells her he's in a desperate situation, as he grabs onto some vines, wrapping them around the girl and suspending her in midair.
Well,
The
that's
girl starts
convenient.
crying, so they release her, and
What a simp! She's literally overpowering them. She's throwing them around and punching them with, like, incredible force. They tie her up. She starts crying. Oh no, don't cry.
Sagiri calms her down. Yuzuri joins them, telling them she worked hard to defeat the creature. They gather
Alright,
around
Listen up, you're starting to get annoying. If not for the copious amounts of Rule 34 where you're just sitting there drowning in semen, I would not appreciate your personality at all.
to discuss what to do next, when the tree creature tells them to return the girl, as it offers to take them to the village and
What?
tell them about the elixir. Yuzuri doesn't trust the creature,
It's a tree monster that tried to kill them.
but it mentions they have a bath in their village, which instantly makes her change her mind.
Oh, never mind, she is a shonen girl. I was like, damn, she doesn't seem like that shonen girl at all. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The creature takes them to the village, which looks like a ghost town, and it tells them it wasn't like
This is so mysterious. I freaking love this. Holy crap. I'm actually gonna watch this anime after this. This is crazy. I love this creepy aesthetic so much.
this 1,000 years ago. It takes them to its house, where Yuzuri takes a bath with Sagiri, while the monster gives the men some food. Gabimaru is suspicious, asking the monster about the island and the elixir. They gather around the food, as the creature reveals that the island is called Kotaku, and it's an island where
What?
gods reside. The monster confirms that the elixir exists, telling them about the legend where it is known as Tan. Gabimaru asks about its location, so the monster draws 3 circles on the floor, saying they are now in the 2nd circle, and the elixir is somewhere at the center of the island,
Alright,
which is known
alright.
as
Let's
Horahai.
go, monster.
Gabimaru asks for proof
Go to whore, the center whore of the circle.
that the elixir exists, and the creature tells them they won't doubt his story once they meet the Tensen, which are beautiful and immortal creatures.
Okay, alright, okay.
We see Chobei after he has cut Jufa in half, but the body regenerates, and he is as good as
Oh
new.
my god, that's scary as hell. Not only is he hot, but he also regenerates. Man is as durable as a Vaporeon, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie.
The tree claims that the Tensen are completely on another level.
Dude, these Tensen guys, they also change genders. Bro, the Tensen are the most breedable Pokemon. Not only are they immortal, but they also regenerate, which makes them incredibly durable, and they could take whatever you give them.
explaining it has no reason to lie, because they are all going to end up killed by the Tenzin.
Oh shit.
The brothers are defeated by Jufa, and they are thrown into a pit, which is filled with humans that have transformed into flowers.
Oh my
Tama
god!
helps his brother as he regains consciousness, and the tree reveals how the lives of those transformed into flowers become the source of Tan, and the people feel eternal bliss. It introduces.
So what you're saying is being turned into flower is actually a good thing, eh? So what you're saying is the bad guys are the people stopping them from turning them into a flower. Okay.
Introduces itself as Hako, and the girl is Mei, and reveals they have been living on the island for centuries. After that, Gabimaru and
Wait, that girl, that little girl, that tiny little girl is actually centuries old? What? I feel a disturbance in the force. It's people on Twitter. It's people on Twitter wanting to have sex with her.
Sagiri go to the bathroom, where they run into Mei. She cries at first.
Of course, literally the next scene she's naked. I am so good at this.
But Gabimaru says everyone just shares the bath in his village. Sagiri notices a huge scar on Mei's body, and Gabimaru remembers how his wife told him about the importance of getting proper rest, as she helped him take a bath. He tells Mei not to be ashamed.
She helped him take... That's good. I was a little worried there for a second that he would have to take a bath himself. Really glad someone was out there to help him.
Ashamed of her scars, because the most beautiful woman he knows has a large scar, saying
And it also is in the shape of a cock, so you're in great place right now.
appearances don't matter, and Sagiri is surprised hearing this. As they walk away,
I guess he really came a long way, Gabimaru. He's really starting to believe that emotions are worth having. That's actually so respectable.
Gabimaru remembers his priorities, thinking he doesn't have time to sit around chatting. In a flashback, we see that Tenza was raised in the slums, and his parents never fed him well, so he had no choice but to steal from other people to survive. One day, he bumps into a group of swordsmen who look down at him, so he ends up beating them up, but they are saved when an executioner named Shion interferes. Back in the present, Tenza walks around the shore with Narugai when a Tenzin named Zujin
Oh my god,
suddenly approaches them. It
these guys are so
transforms
scary.
into a man and asks them about all the dead monsters, wondering if they are the ones responsible. They try to run away, but Zujin immediately catches up to them, blasting Tenza away with a pulse of energy.
Bro, these Tenzin guys are freaking crazy.
Narugai
And dude, even the tentacle monster had nothing on this guy, so that's
quickly
wild.
backs away, making her way to the downed Tenza. As Zujin walks to her, Tenza suddenly slashes his eyes, but it instantly regenerates.
Oh my
Tenza
god,
tells
dude.
Narugai they're going to escape.
That is so scary. I love how the aesthetic on this island is. First, they have to fight like these incredibly horrible, twisted monsters. These crazy fish people. These crazy monsters with giant nipples that make you feel like they all look like Joe Rogan. Editor, put a picture of Joe Rogan on screen, please. Thank you. And his nipples. Like, these monsters are terrifying. And then, at the core, the true horror are these absolutely pristine and beautiful Tenzin. That's crazy. I really like that writing.
As he unleashes a combo, slicing Zujin into pieces, before giving the signal to run. As they run, Zujin blocks their path as he regenerates, but Shion suddenly throws his sword at Zujin, giving the duo time to escape. We learn that
Wait, this guy's badass, right? Damn.
although Shion is blind, he can see through his other senses. They are able to get away, and we learn that
But this is the guy in the beginning that killed his prisoner dude, the lady, right? He killed the lady with the boobs. As opposed to the women without the boobs in this anime.
Shion is Tenza's
He's blind and not a simp. True! That makes him basically invincible in this anime.
master. Shion says he was about to go home, but he couldn't find a current that leads out of the island. He says he eventually found a current that leads out, but he sensed a presence like nothing he had ever experienced before. Knowing there is only so much he can do alone, he decided to look for allies on the island, but he asks Tenza why he is helping Narugai, as he reveals how he executed the criminal that tried to seduce him.
Brother! Dude, I have never been this impressed before. I have never been this impressed. Hold on. You mean this character, the woman with the greatest boobs in the entire anime, only existed to show you how much of a Giga Chad not simp this blind bastard is? This badass blind dude with the white hair annihilated her. I literally made the hottest girl in the anime die in 2 seconds just to show you how badass this blind dude is. That is peak. That is peak writing. My God, I am more satisfied now than how satisfied I would be if you clicked the link in the description. If you goddamn went to HelloFresh and inserted my code for 50% off your order and get yourself some epic food and support your boy, that would be insane.
Tenza says Narugai is innocent, reminding Shion how he took him in as he vouches for the girl. Shion decides to listen to him, and he decides to take them to the current that he found. But Zujin suddenly appears behind the duo.
Oh my God, that's terrifying!
Decides to take them to the current that he found, but Zujin suddenly
That is so scary. Bro.
appears behind the duo. Shion dashes to save them, but his neck starts
No! Literally the only non-simp.
bleeding. Tenza tries to attack Zujin, unleashing a powerful flurry of slashes, but Zujin easily dodges it and counters with a flick of his finger, creating 4 holes in Tenza's body.
Oh my God, dude. That is insane. Brother.
We see Tenza and Shion in another flashback, as Shion reveals how he likes to help people during his spare time, seeing potential in Tenza. He teaches Tenza how to wield a sword, telling him his sword skills will help him protect someone he cares about. Tenza thinks he has no potential, and he decides to quit, but Shion tells him he can only quit once he lands a hit on him. As he leaves the dojo, Tenza encounters Aizen.
Dude, this Aizen guy is everywhere in the flashbacks. Man lasts for 6 seconds on the island, but he is everywhere in the flashbacks.
Who wants to have a walk with him. Aizen takes him to the cemetery, where he shows Tenza the grave of Shion's former junior named Teshin.
Oh my God. All of his students die. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all cool. Don't worry about it.
He lacked motivation like Tenza, and decided to leave the dojo, but he lived a life of crime because he struggled to feed himself, and in the end, Shion had to execute him.
Oh my God. This man executed his own student. Brother, they do not make men like this anymore. Andrew Tate crying right now.
But this made
In his little soy cup with his soy tears compared to this Giga Chad.
him even more passionate about helping others and becoming a mentor. Aizen tells Tenza to land that blow on Shion, so he asks Shion to spar with him, and even though he keeps on losing, he refuses to give up. He eventually hits Shion, but he has already changed his mind, wanting to stay at the dojo with his master.
Bro.
Tenza knows he is about to die, but he
No!
has finally found something he wants to protect, so he gets back up and starts pounding
Man unleashed this flurry of sword shiz and a punch connects. God damn.
Zujin with his fists.
Yes.
He tries to do everything he can to help his companions escape, but Zujin unleashes another energy blast,
Aw, shit.
blowing a hole in his
More holes. God damn.
stomach. He tries to tell his companions to escape, but he can't because his throat has been damaged. Shion seems to understand what he's saying, and he runs away with Narugai. Tenza continues to attack Zujin,
Dude, that is such a powerful scene, bro. Oh my God.
and he fights to his last breath.
That is such a powerful scene. God damn. That's rough, buddy. Brother. That is so sad. What a good backstory. What a good way to go out. Damn, nothing but respect.
Giving the others time to escape. They mourn the death of Tenza, and Shion swears he will get revenge for him. Back at the village,
Bruh.
Sena can't seem to make sense of the information they've gathered so far,
Oh, you mean the guy that's been nothing but useful until now can't make sense of something at the beginning?
and Sagiri tells him to take a break, but he refuses.
Because he's freaking simp over here. He is goddamn simp. He does not stop. Man doesn't stop.
That evening, Gabimaru remembers how it would be dangerous to act without a plan, because there are still too many mysteries they need to solve. But while Sena sleeps during his watch duty,
Man can't even do watch duty. Oh my God.
Gabimaru leaves, trying to reach Horai. He eventually stops as he hears weird voices, and he reaches an area full of strange trees, which appear to be praying. He goes in the direction they are facing, and he finds a giant door, which he thinks
Okay.
could lead to the elixir.
Yep, giant door. That's it's a dead giveaway.
But before
Something
he
there.
can open it, Zujin appears behind him,
Oh my god, this guy is everywhere. Holy shit.
telling him to leave. He asks Zujin if he can turn humans into elixirs, and Zujin suddenly dashes to attack him, but
What?
Gabimaru swiftly responds, breaking his arm. He follows up
What? How is he so good? Nani?
with a powerful kick, breaking Zujin's neck, but it quickly snaps back into place. Gabimaru dodges Zujin's attacks and counters with a spinning kick, using his fire technique to light his head on
Brother.
fire. The fire consumes Zujin's body,
Gabimaru kinda badass. What?
and Gabimaru thinks he has secured victory, but Zujin suddenly punches him,
Oh my god, that is...
sending him crashing against the wall.
How do you kill these guys? Is there any way to beat these guys? This is insanity.
Gabimaru survives the attack, and they continue their battle as he assesses the situation, wondering how he can defeat the Tensen. He manages to land a kick, but it gives him a strange feeling as Zujin coughs up blood, and he wonders why the attack was successful. Zujin changes to his female form, and he starts
Let's freaking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
attacking with a barrage of energy blasts. Gabimaru is brought to his knees, but he is
I'd be brought to my knees if Mijin turned into his female form.
determined to succeed in his mission no matter what, so he tanks the blows as he dashes forward, allowing him to close the distance.
Dog, gotta put some nipples on your women. I'll take my women with nipples, please. If at all possible.
They exchange blows,
Thank you.
with neither of them backing down, as Gabimaru
Dude! I'm sorry. I have to say, Newton would be incredibly proud.
the distance.
First of all, epic fight scene. Second of all, and most importantly,
They exchange blows,
look at
with
this.
neither
They're just
of them
flying
backing
everywhere. My
down,
God!
as Gabimaru plans to destroy Zujin faster than he can heal, and he actually manages to overpower the Tensen,
That's it.
tearing his body apart. Zujin smiles as his body suddenly transforms into a giant flower monster, which he
Wow, on the beautiful outside, they're really just a monster on the inside. That is such a appropriate trope for this anime. My God. Missed a lot of stuff. Thank you for the prime.
uses a lightning spell,
What is every villain just a Dark Souls boss?
destroying the area around it. Gabimaru survives, and he tries to fight back, but he is no match for Zujin's lightning, and his body reaches its limit. The monster continues its assault,
Is there any way to kill these guys? Is there literally any way to kill these people?
and he wakes up in a room with his wife, thinking he was just having a nightmare, but he realizes he is hallucinating since he is about to die. The monster grabs onto him as it proceeds to squeeze him to death, but he remembers how he was trained to inflict as much damage as possible before dying.
Bro,
So he
what is that training? Holy crap.
unleashes fire from his body, burning the monster's arm, before he
Super
falls to the
effective.
ground. Zujin prepares to deal the finishing blow.
Bro, this character design is nutty. Man was up against a man turning into a woman. Was up against these crazy cannibal monsters. Now he's being defeated by a flower with a corn dildo with spewing lightning coming out of its butthole.
But May appears and
Let's
protects him
go!
with a shield, helping him escape. The next morning,
Women, let's fucking go!
the group searches for Gabimaru and May. Hako reveals that there are 7 Tensens, and we see them gathered in one location.
Bro, they are so scary. It's like there's something about like these pristine, beautiful people that is just so terrifying.
As
Recap didn't mention that he wasn't even conscious for that last fire attack. Damn! That is metal.
they discuss how fierce the humans are, Jufa blames Zujin for failing to take down the humans, blasting his head off as he comments on Zujin's ugly appearance, seeing how he's been using too much Tao, and mocks him for using his transformation against a human.
Oh.
The ruler of Kotaku,
So there is kind of a way. Like, there is a way to beat them then.
Rien, stops Jufa, telling him they are a family, and he's the only one who can punish Zujin. Jufa
We are a family. Only I get to annihilate. It's like what I say when someone beats up my brother. Only I get to beat up my brother. It's like that ultimate high school experience. Yeah, they're kind of like homunculi from FMA, right? Like they're borderline immortal.
reports how he threw the 2 brothers into the pit, thinking they should have already turned into flowers, but Rian thinks that the humans are different from the ones they have dealt with before, and we see that the brothers were able to escape from the pit. Zujin claims he was able to kill Gabimaru, and they all share a drink, which helps Zujin recover his human form.
No! No progress was made! Oh my god!
According to legend, there was a hermit who mastered their art and became a god split into 7 parts, which are now known as the Tensins.
Okay,
Hako
alright.
tells this story to everyone, saying he learned it back when he was a child, as he claims he once looked human. He reveals
That's rough, dude. That's rough. The boss uses a full restore? True.
how everyone on the island were humans who lived long lives, but they realized that despite their
Bro, age did not do you good, my homie.
extended lifespan, they started transforming into trees,
That sucks.
and this caused them to slowly lose awareness. But before they completely lost it, they gathered at a particular location to ensure that their souls would reach Horai after death, which explains why there were trees praying close to Horai. He
I really like this lore. I'm not gonna lie. This anime is kinda good. Part of the island, part of the crew. True.
further explains that Horai is the final resting place of souls, but the Tensins get to choose which souls will enter. Meanwhile, Gabimaru regains consciousness, and he recalls his encounter with Zujin, thinking there must be a way to defeat the Tensin. He realizes they are not gods, so they can be killed,
Let's go!
but he needs to have a plan, knowing he can't do it alone.
You should have leveled Vigor. You should have leveled Vigor, bro. Oh god.
Uchi and Tamiya suddenly arrive, as
These
Tamiya
guys, I
comments
totally forgot these guys even existed.
on his condition, wondering if it's time for him to die. They size each other up, thinking about fighting, but Fuchi tells Tamiya they
Why?
should
Why would you fight? There are these immortal plant gods on this island. Why are you fighting?
focus on gathering information as he
True.
pulls out his sword, wanting to get some
Oh god, dude, look at that sword. Only in anime.
answers from Gabimaru without killing him. But Gabimaru bows before them as he proposes working together, and Tamiya tests him by threatening to strike him down, but Gabimaru doesn't move, so they know he's not trying to fool them. Fuchi asks him why he wants to do this, so Gabimaru tells them about the Tensins, and they are surprised to learn that such powerful creatures exist. Fuchi doesn't trust him, but Tamiya joins him, wanting to fight the Tensin.
Dude, I love the size discrepancies. Like, you have these characters that just look like regular-sized humans, and then you have Ooga Chunga, ooh-ah.
As he reveals how he isn't even interested in the pardon,
Oh shit.
we learn that Tamiya wants his name to go down in history by defeating the Tensins.
What an absolute Giga Chad! Oh my god, bro! What a Chad! This dude's like, you fool. You think I'm here to be pardoned for my crimes? I want to kill a god!
While Fuchi wants to dissect their remains,
Okay, this guy's just fucking nuts.
they decide to work together, and Gabimaru is about to give them more information when Mei wakes up. Gabimaru is surprised to see that Mei has grown up in such a short period.
What does that mean, though? What did you mean by that? She grew up.
She calls out Gabimaru's name, and he realizes she can now talk. He thanks her
That is character development, ladies and gentlemen. Shonen character development. You see this guy over here that sacrificed his life and unconsciously blew up a god? This guy, male character development in shonen. She learned how to talk. Female character development in shonen. God damn it! No! Nux, no. Listen, I get canceled anyway. Might as well have fun with it. Bruh. Dude, I'll be honest with you. There are some good shonen female characters, but it makes me so sad that when, like, peak female characters in shonen are literally, like, Urza from Fairy Tail. Learning how to talk is L woman writing. Bro, when I love good written female characters. Why? What is this going on over here? What's happening in this show? You got one girl who loses half her fights because for some reason she's nerfed, even though she's the strongest of all the swordswomen. And then you got the other girl whose ability is to, if she gets some cum on her face, then she can unleash her powers. You got her who's over 4 episodes learned how to speak.
her for saving his life, asking her if she's like the Tensin. Elsewhere, Senta concludes
Oh, and there's Senta. Look at this guy.
It's that the religious system on the island is man-made. He thinks the creator of the island.
What? He came up with the idea that the religious system on the island was man-made. Damn, r/atheism going crazy right now.
Just wanted humans that transformed into flowers to return, and he sees it as a clue that could help them find the elixir and escape. Mei tells them about the Tao, which is the power that the Tenzin use, but she can only offer a vague explanation because she still isn't used to speaking. Okay. On the other hand, Hako explains that everything in the world is created by the flow of Tao, and it has something to do with the origin of the universe. Despite his explanation, the group's
dude is struggling to keep up with them, walking literally as slowly as they can.
Still finds it difficult to understand.
God, dude.
Nurugai tries to ambush Shion, but he disarms her and makes her sheath her sword, saying,
"Holy shit, this man is so badass." What? Look, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that again.
Nurugai tries to ambush Shion, but he disarms her.
Tries to ambush her. She tries to ambush him. He blocks without even looking.
And makes her sheath her sword. Oh my god! Saying he'll never teach her how to use it.
Dude, that was insane! Okay, that was one of the most badass things I've seen in weeks. Holy shit. I'm rewatching Hunter x Hunter right now, and that was insane.
She implores him to teach her, because she doesn't want to watch her loved ones die. Hearing this,
Then why'd she ambush him?
Shion tells her how everything in the
I don't want to see my loved ones die. By anyone else tries to kill him. Good try.
The world produces unique waves, which is what he uses to see the world around him. He goes on to explain how using the waves also improves one's physical capabilities, which is quite similar to how Hako describes the benefits of mastering Tao.
Interesting. Alright, so this is when the basic power system of the world starts to be brought into the fold. That's pretty awesome. I like that.
Shion states it's difficult to sense the waves, since one must be in a balanced state of mind. He tells Nurugai she isn't wielding the blade properly, as he pulls out his sword,
Next, your ability to make a video that's X length, triple in content, is terrifying and hilarious. It's what I do, baby!
Demonstrating how to wield it. At that moment, monsters appear around them, and Shion can sense their presence, so he takes them out one by one, as he gives Nurugai tips for fighting.
Using monsters as trading? Let's freaking go.
A group of monsters make their way to Gabimaru and his allies, so Tamiya springs into action, killing all the monsters at once.
Brother! Man waves his swords and they just fly away in like limbs and bits.
And he lifts Mei up, telling her to teach him the power of Tao, as more monsters approach them. Gabimaru observes the monsters, and he sees a silhouette behind them. Meanwhile, two of the Tenzins discuss how the humans merge into flowers after being thrown into the pit, allowing them to harvest tan efficiently.
So that's why they do it. They drain out their souls. Is that what gives them their immortality? It's because they're sucking the souls out of humans?
Think escaping the pit is unlikely, because the humans that are transformed into flowers will stop them as they try to escape. But we see Chobei climbing up the pit, as the transformed humans try to stop him, but he powers through, allowing them to reach the surface. Chobei is determined to kill the Tenzins, saying their weakness is their lower body, as he points out that the Tenzin started regenerating from its lower body, so he suggests aiming for that area.
I feel like there's a flaw in this logic. They're fighting a literal immortal guy who could regenerate, and he's like, well, they regenerate from the bottom up, so that means that if we just kick them in the balls, they're toast. Dog, all we have to do is cut their nuts off, and they have no chance of defeating us. They say a Lord Tenzin without nuts is not much of a Lord Tenzin at all. Yo, Kurishi, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the support.
And Toma is impressed by his brother's ability to read the situation.
Oh my god, you're so right. If we cut their balls off, they are gonna die.
A monster suddenly appears, and it seems willing to talk, saying
what? Look at this guy. Look at this dude.
Received orders from the Tenzin to investigate. He introduces himself as a Doshi, saying his colleagues are scouting the other.
Introduces himself as a Dojin? I mean, I've seen a lot of Hell's Paradise Dojins before watching this recap, and I did not see this guy anywhere.
Humans on the island. He explains how Doshi.
I saw a lot of Lord Tenzin self-cessed, but I have never seen this guy. God damn. Holy crap.
Are the right
Man looks like the stuff spilling out of Sneako's girlfriend right now. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
right hand of the Tenzin because they are capable of reason. The Doshi wants the brothers to return to the pit, so Chobei tries to kick it, but it dodges and counters with a punch. But Chobei stands his ground,
Let's go!
grabbing onto the Doshi's arm and
God.
using his brute force to cut it off. The arm regrows,
Oh my God, man squeezed his arm so tight it popped off.
and the Doshi summons monsters to deal with them. Toma swiftly deals with the monsters, as Chobei continues his fight with the Doshi. It senses his Tao as he attacks, and he comments how attacks from one who cannot use Tao are trivial, because he can instantly regenerate from it.
I love how they do this in shonen anime when the power system starts to come to light, and they just they like suddenly all the characters everywhere in the world at the same time learn about the power system. You know, it's like Nen and Hunter x Hunter, but Nen and Hunter x Hunter actually makes sense because they seek them out after the Hunter exam to teach them Nen. But here it's like all parties are learning about Tao at exactly the same time, despite being separated. That's like the quintessential shonen power system introduction.
It sees a disturbance in Chobei's Tao, seeing it as a blind spot, and Chobei gets slashed, falling to the ground. The Doshi
Bro, you didn't need to look at his Tao. You just needed to look at his face and see that he's literally missing an eye.
comments on how fragile humans are, and he plans to return him to the pit.
Ah, man, not the pit.
But Chobei suddenly drives his fist through the monster's face,
If you can call that a face.
and he gets back up. The Doshi wonders how Chobei
Bro, man, fisted him. Dude, tell me this doesn't look like a butthole. Like, they could not have made this look any less like a butthole. I'm just saying.
was able to regenerate, thinking he merged with the plants during his time in the pit. Chobei mentions how he sensed something from the Doshi, and he speculates that it's the key to defeating the Tenzin. The Doshi attacks with the intent to kill, but Chobei is able to block the attack.
Let's go.
The impact breaks his arms, but
Oh
it
my-
quickly snaps back into place.
What? This dude obtained some kind of crazy plant Tenzin regeneration powers.
They continue to exchange blows, and Chobei manages to push the monster back, as it notes that his Tao is continuously growing. Chobei doesn't know what's happening to him, and the monster suggests he is transforming into something that isn't human, but he isn't bothered, saying
That's
nothing in
wild.
the world remains the same. We learn that when the brothers were taken by the bandits, they weren't convinced that the boys could join them because of their privileged upbringing.
They're gutter rats.
But Chobei cut his eye to persuade them,
Why his eye? You could have persuaded him by cutting off a toe or something. Your eye? Oh my God. I've chosen to cut off my eye because much like how I now don't have depth perception since I'm missing an eye, so too do I have am I completely out of my depth joining your little gang right now.
and this is how he was accepted into their group.
Cutting off a toe is hard, Nux. He cut off his eye! He cut his eye out to prove that he's a Giga Chad. Brother!
Chobei charges at the Doshi as he endures the energy blasts, and he manages to land a hit on its navel, which makes it
His navel. Bro, why couldn't they hit him in the balls? That would have been so much better.
cough up blood, confirming that the navel is its weak point. The Doshi jumps back,
Wait, so is that the weak point of all Lord Tenzins? All Lord Tenzins have a weak tummy?
launching an energy blast, but Chobei manages to dodge it.
Bro, look
He
at
mentions
this guy.
jumps back, launching an energy blast, but
He is so badass with the black sclera, with the cool neck marks. Oh my God.
Chobei manages to dodge it. He mentions how he can now see the energy around its body, and this scares the Doshi, calling on the monsters to help him, but Toma has already defeated them.
Oh shit.
The monster gathers Tao energy using his hand,
Oh, God.
but Chobei stomps on
Wait, so who is this guy? This guy's just like an emissary of the Lord Tenzin?
it, and he
It's the source of Tao? What, so Tao is just firebending? The source of Tao starts from the gut.
replicates the technique, using it to punch a hole into the Doshi's stomach.
Brother, man,
He
fisted that ugly bastard.
senses the Doshi's Tao,
Thanks for the raid, Anime DJ.
and he realizes it's on the brink of death, so he starts asking questions about the Tensen. At that moment, Toma becomes worried, as he notices marks on Chobei's body, which look like vines, and they appear to be growing. We learn that the scar on Mei's body is similar. Tamiya tries to learn Tao while fighting,
and has a hook. No, they gave him a hook.
Asking for Mei's
Uncle Arrow's wisdom still lives today.
advice, but she tells him he's doing it wrong. They observe Gabimaru as he fights, but Mei notes that he also doesn't get it. Fuchi sees Mei as a mystery, wondering who she is, as Gabimaru recalls how the girl used her power to save him, so he concludes she isn't a normal human. The Doshi leading the pack recognizes Mei, so he attacks Tamiya, who manages to block.
Bro blocked a kick like that? Damn!
But he isn't able to stop the monster from taking Mei. The Doshi says he has been looking for her, revealing how she was banished from the palace, and she disappeared from Horai.
She's a Doshi.
They were forbidden from searching for her.
She's a Lord Tenzin?
But the monster is happy to stumble upon her. Gabimaru asks what's going on, and the Doshi says she doesn't belong with the humans, as he reveals she feeds off of humans just like the Tensen. The monster implores Mei to return to Horai, but Mei looks at Gabimaru with a
So what is she? Mei is a sex toy. Why would you even say that in chat right now?
sad look on her face, so he goes to her, saying he doesn't want her to cry. The Doshi's colleague appears, and so he goes to her, saying he doesn't want her to cry. The Doshi's
Bro has a whole set of nuts on his chin. Oh my god.
colleague appears, and together, they summon centipedes and butterflies to their side. Tamiya tries to attack, but he is immediately stopped by a Tao attack, and the Doshi proceeds to assault them, but they all get pushed back.
The power of centipedes, damn.
Gabimaru wonders why they want Mei, so the Doshi explains how she helps them with
Bro looks like Peter Griffin walking
their Tao
out
training.
of Nightmare on Elm Street.
They reveal there are 5 steps to mastering Tao.
Man, I love when villains explain that shit. I love when villains are like, listen, you fools, you children, you don't even understand the beginning of Tao. By the way, there's 5 different types of Tao. The first type is Nen. The second type is Zetsu. The third one is Ren. The fourth one is Hatsu. And to master all of them together, you can emit some...
And the most important one requires a partner, since it requires the participants to make love.
Based power system. Yes, the sex power system. We've needed these. We have needed the sex power system. Let's freaking go. I am so bored of all that training of meditation and cringe. Dog, it's all about the sex power system. The yin and yang. When your penis enters a vagina, you unlock incredible powers.
The Doshi
That is why gay people don't exist on this island.
explains how all
I'm sorry, I had to...
things possess yin and yang energies, and both energies circulate when a male and female join together.
The best power system, ladies and gentlemen. The best power system. You can suck it, Nen from Hunter x Hunter. JoJo stands, get the hell out of here. You think you're cool? Chakra? Ha! Devil fruits? You are kidding. Bro, the sex power system. Finally, peak shonen writing has been achieved. We are reaching the greatest heights of shonen.
The
Homosexuals, guess I'll die. Damn.
Doshi want her because she
They
possesses
embraced the Rule 34. Dude, I'm telling you. I have literally seen more Rule 34 than the actual anime of this stuff.
the highest quality of yin energy, which can be made to circulate with their yang energy. They also reveal that Mei has the same origins as the Tensen, but she is inferior because, unlike them, she only possesses yin energy, which is the same reason why she was banished from the palace, leaving her as a training partner for the Doshis.
A training partner? Wait. What?
They ask Mei to return, but Gabimaru becomes enraged hearing this, refusing to let them have her. The Doshis transform themselves, similar to how Zujin transformed himself into a flower monster. Tamiya struggles against the butterfly monster, while Gabimaru uses his fire technique to destroy his opponent's arm. The monster fires a barrage of Tao attacks, which Gabimaru dodges even though he can't see. The two warriors fall back as the butterflies pursue them, but Gabimaru uses a fire-breathing technique to create a firewall.
That's awesome. Oh my god, this man has gotten better. White Fang, thanks so much for the raid.
Gabimaru notes how he can now sense Tao vaguely, but he wants to detect it more precisely. At that moment, Fuchi tells them
what has this guy been doing the whole time?
he has deciphered Mei's words, saying their minds must be both strong and weak to see Tao. Mei touches Gabimaru's hands, helping him sense his own Tao, as Fuchi goes on.
I'm being polite here, they're constantly raping her. Yeah, I got that, thanks.
To explain that Tao requires a specific state of mind, and he tells Gabimaru to weaken his mind. This confuses him at first, but he remembers the moment he shared with Sagiri, and he begins to grasp the concept.
An entire power system based off of simping. That's crazy. That's crazy. So basically, Tao is like this whole yin-yang balance shiz. That's the vibe I'm really gathering. You got the yin and the yang, and it's balance, and teamwork, and balance, and mutual simpage will finally unlock you to new heights. And that's the whole male-women shit. That is what it's all about, brother.
Prepares to face the monsters, as Mei comments that Gabimaru's Tao is enormous. The Doshi attacks.
Oh, Gabimaru, oh, your Tao. Your Tao's so big.
Attacks him with Tao blasts, but he clearly sees it approaching, dodging all the attacks, and he dashes toward the monster. As Gabimaru closes the distance, the Doshi tries to punch him, but he evades, as he notes that he can now predict attacks from sensing the movement of one's Tao.
Bro, man unlocked visual hockey. Let's go. Observation hockey Tao. Dude, this man is a massive, veiny, girthy, throbbing, raging Tao right now.
The monster follows up, but Gabimaru touches its fist, causing its arm to break.
Oh my god.
And he lands a kick on both of the monsters.
Bro.
Tamiya doesn't want to be upstaged, so he charges at the centipede monster, slashing it in half while Gabimaru burns the butterfly Doshi.
God
Meanwhile,
damn.
the others are able to open the giant door, allowing them to enter Horai, but a Tenzin named Mudan suddenly decapitates Hako.
No! I like that guy! What? You just... What?
The Tenzin tells them they are the first humans to reach that place, and Yuzuri becomes scared, so
she has no cum on her face, so I don't know how she's even expecting to fight.
She starts running away, but Mudan instantly grabs onto her, saying he just wants to talk. Hako tells them Mudan is a Tenzin, and he reveals he has accelerated Hako's transformation so he will soon lose his awareness. Hako wants his soul to be invited into Horai, but Mudan tells him their religion was a lie invented to maintain order on the island.
Oh my god, r/atheism crying right now, punching the air.
He adds that the island is a place for conducting human experiments, as he shows them the Kyoshi, which are creatures he made using humans.
Oh my god.
Mudan says there is no elixir on the island, and he reveals that if a human consumes Tan, they will turn into a tree, just like Hako and the other villagers. He tells them their journey has come to an end, telling them to go with him, but Yuzuri uses her substitution jutsu.
She used her substitution jutsu!
Attack.
Wait, he actually said that.
And, telling them to go with him, but Yuzuri uses her substitution jutsu, attacking him from...
Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the final Yuzuri pose, the underboob. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now seen Yutsuri's bobs from every angle. We have seen up boob, we've seen down boob, we've seen side boob, we've seen center stage boob, and angle boob. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, the final flying boob we have been missing. We have collected all 5 pieces of the puzzle. The legendary Boobzodia.
Behind, and cutting off his head.
Oh, that'll do it.
Proceed to run away, thinking the threat has been dealt with, but he quickly regenerates, ordering the Kyoshi to attack Yuzuri, who manages to evade. We learn that Yuzuri knows something similar to Tao, which is known as Chi, but she still hasn't mastered it. Mudan invites her to be his Tao training partner, as he uses a Tao attack to blast Sagiri away.
Invite him to be his training partner. You know what that means, right? You know what that means? Know what that means in this anime? Training partner.
As he explains his technique to Yuzuri, Senna cuts him up, and Yuzuri drinks a certain liquid,
Senna does something! Senna does something!
Causing fluids to come out of her body.
Oh man, she's using the cum on her face transformation. This is the Super Saiyan equivalent of hentai.
She reveals that her ninjutsu allows her to secrete the liquids
Her ability is to come on her enemies.
that she swallows, which happens to be snake poison.
Oh, damn, that is a lot cooler.
She uses her ability to bind Mudon, using the poison to burn his skin before
that is such a cool technique.
Slicing him into pieces. But Mudon regenerates, and he comments on her abilities, seeing it as an application of Tao, but he says she still has room for improvement. Sent and Yuzuri strike at him, but he casually dodges their attacks before grabbing onto Yuzuri's leg.
Oh god, and then he has sex with her. For Tao purposes, not... Dude, this is crazy. When I say that I'm on rule34.com for research purposes, or as a tax write-off, or for business, like, I'm not lying. This man could literally say that like, all his sex is just a tax write-off, this man.
And pushing Senna back. Hako tells Sagiri about the Tensen's weakness, as Mudon lectures.
Now's a great time to, now tell him, Why didn't you tell them about the Tensen's weakness before?
Yuzuri about Tao, but Sagiri suddenly interrupts them, forcing him to jump away. Mudon notes that Sagiri has an average amount of Tao, thinking she can't do anything, but she...
Bro has the problem of, he's watched so much shonen. He's like, bro, you are a woman in a shonen. You have nothing.
He launches her sword at his navel and she cuts him open. We learn that the source of Tao...
Why didn't he block it?
...is located at the navel, so it serves as the Tensen's weakness. However, Mudon is unaffected, saying Sagiri hasn't mastered Tao, but Sagiri remains calm, and she suddenly exudes Tao energy as she launches a slash which scratches Mudon's face. The wound doesn't regenerate, and we learn that Sagiri has been able to sense Tao all along.
What? Oh my god, the crazy twist! You should have not called her mid!
Mudon prepares to strike Sagiri, but Yuzuri restrains him, and Sagiri prepares to cut him down. He blows Sagiri away, ordering the Kyoshi to deal with Yuzuri, but Senna makes quick work of them.
Dude.
Sagiri continues to pursue Mudon,
but this is a sick fight!
He keeps dodging, so her allies cut off his limbs, giving her an opening. However, Mudon takes to the skies, and he...
How does he do that? How did he do that?
He bombs them with Tao attacks.
Oh my god.
As Sagiri takes cover, she realizes her body is reaching its limit, but Yuzuri tells her not to give up, saying she can kill the Tensen. Yuzuri wraps snake poison around Mudon's leg, but he bombs her with Tao attacks.
Bro she just grabbed Mudon with nut. He blew from his butthole to launch, I believe it.
Which she endures, before slamming him into the ground.
Yo!
Mudon gets back up, but Senna stabs him from behind, restricting his movements, as Sagiri goes in for the kill. She slices...
Dude, this is actually a sick fight. This is a sick fight!
...through his navel, making him fall to the ground. Mudon is defeated, but Sagiri despairs, knowing the elixir doesn't exist. In a flashback...
Wait, they killed the Lord Tensen? Bro, what? That's crazy. That was a sick fight. Oh my god, they all really gave it their all. Man died with his butt in the air. God damn. Or is this before phase 2 and he transforms into a flower wielding, I don't know, semen?
Sagiri despairs, knowing the elixir doesn't exist. In a flashback, we learn that Senda never wanted to be an executioner, but his family forced him into it. He studied religion to rationalize killing people, which he was praised for.
Damn, there are some really deep philosophical takes on religion in this anime. God damn. Like, I thought this was just going to be a sausage fest.
Allowing him to rank up, but since meeting Yuzuri, he became jealous of how free she is.
Lord, he's a simp. Lord, the man's a simp, it's canon!
And he started to admire her. Back in the present, Gabimaru stands above the remains of the Doshi, thinking he still needs to master the use of Tao. He asks Mei why she followed him.
You just sees her, he thinks she's free just because she's not wearing a bra.
But blood suddenly oozes from his nose as he collapses. Yuzuri notices a number of strange flowers in their area. As she points them out, they suddenly attack her.
Dude, they went right for her boobs. Brother.
Strange flowers in their area. As she points them out, they suddenly...
Dog, dude, if I was that flower, I would literally do the same exact thing.
Attack her, but Senna shields her, and he starts dreaming about drawing paintings of Yuzuri as he enters eternal bliss. The attack instantly...
Bro simped so hard. He died.
Transforms him into flowers.
Oh my god, dude. No, not my boy. I was making so much fun of you, but no. But he loved it, okay. I love getting my balls stepped on by beautiful women. That doesn't mean that... Take that out. Editor, cut that out. Editor, annihilate the shit out of that. Replace it with an ad for HelloFresh because people, if they click my link in the description, they're literally supporting me. Editor, please. Oh my god, I cannot believe this man literally simped to his death and he died in like one of the most badass and tragic deaths I've ever seen. Like, that is wild. No. This man managed to make simping cool again. He's the Donald Trump of simping.
And a huge flower monster appears before them, and Mudon is revealed to be still alive.
Bro, man will not stop editing YouTube videos.
He undergoes his transformation. Mudon attacks them with his flowers, but Xion arrives and saves them just in time.
I freaking love this guy.
He tells Narugai to help them get away, while he prepares to fight against Mudon, recognizing him as a Tensen.
Dude, please do not kill this guy. I like him so much. He's so cool. Man is so cool.
He seems to have figured out Tao by sensing the waves of a creature, and he thinks he can kill Mudon by directly cutting his wave. Narugai cuts the roots of the flowers, transforming Senta, and it seems to be able to slow his transformation.
Wait, so Senta doesn't die? Dub?
Sagiri wonders what they can do for him, and Yuzuri decides to try and heal him. Meanwhile, Xion fights against Mudon.
Bro, they're leaving him alone! Why are you leaving him alone?
And he even manages to knock him back. Yuzuri is surprised he is so strong, and Sagiri can see that Mudon isn't able to heal from Xion's attacks. But Xion took some damage in the exchange, and flowers start to grow on his body. He instantly cuts all of the flowers off, but Sagiri thinks he is losing too much blood. Sagiri wants to help him, so Narugai suggests they all attack together, but Yuzuri claims she is all out of energy. Narugai suddenly hugs her, and she hugs Sagiri as well, and they wonder what she is doing. Narugai says,
"Yo, she's comboing with them." Dude, this is just some lesbian Tao training.
She used to do it to her grandfather to energize him, and she tried it on Xion as well, which seemed to help him recover. Sagiri thinks it has something to do with Tao, but they quickly go to help Xion. Sagiri tells him about the weak point in the navel, but Xion notes that Mudon has 2 navels.
Just cut the navel! He has 2 navels! My god, that is the most anime thing I've ever seen.
And just being scratched by his attack would be fatal. Sagiri reveals they covered themselves in Yuzuri's mucus, which should be
God, I wish that was me.
Able to prevent scratches and stop flowers from growing. So they plan to act as decoys for him. Mudon appears behind Narugai, and Sagiri protects her, cutting down Mudon's vines. Xion is impressed at her ability to sense waves, and she is able to use it to predict the attacks.
Alright, Pog.
Xion prepares to attack, but Mudon starts blasting him with energy attacks. Sagiri and Narugai cut down some of his vines, and Xion takes the chance to cut one of Mudon's legs. Mudon's regeneration becomes slower, and Sagiri thinks they could actually win.
I literally want them to win so badly. I'm like shaking.
But she is reaching her limits. Mudon gets back up, unleashing his energy at all of them, but Xion continues to charge forward, remembering how he was forced to let Tenza die.
No!
He refuses to run away again, and Sagiri and Narugai manage to pin Mudon's hands. Xion gathers all his power into his blade, but as he is about to strike, he wonders if the navel is really its weakness.
Oh god, don't do this!
Because he doesn't sense waves coming from that area. Time is running out, but Senta suddenly tells him the weakness is the center of the flower.
It's the penis. This is what I've been saying all along. You go for the balls, ladies and gentlemen.
Because that's where all the nutrients in a flower are located, and Xion slashes it, allowing him to defeat Mudon just in time.
Let's go! Bro! Bro! They killed the Lord Tenzin! They did it!
Sagiri rushes to check up on Senta, but Yuzuri says he doesn't have much more time. She reveals she only has one more salve, but she thinks it would be better used on Xion. Sagiri doesn't want to accept this, but Yuzuri says she is just a realist, telling Senta he isn't going to make it. She tells him to be true to himself and
at least let him cop a feel before he goes. At least let, aw, man. At least let the man grab some titty before he vanishes to the Shadow Realm. Come on.
His final moments, and Senta imagines being in the arms of the one he admired. After this, they wonder what they should do.
That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. Man's literally dying, and Senta has to imagine he's in her arms. She can't even give the man a hug, brother. Oh man.
Imagines being in the arms of the one he admired.
That's sad,
After this, they wonder what they should do next, and Sagiri refuses to lose any more people, no longer seeing them as criminals and executioners. But she decides to do everything she can so that they can all make it back alive.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Gabimaru wakes up and he is instantly on edge. Tamiya tells him to relax, and Gabimaru wonders where they are. Fuchi reveals they found a cave halfway up the valley, and it seems Gabimaru has lost his memory.
What?
Sagiri's group continues forward, and they are surprised to see a number of statues and temples. They decide to get some rest in one of the buildings, and Yuzuri finds them a change of clothes. Shion reviews
I'm so scared.
the information that they have so far. He notes that Tao is a power that everyone possesses, and mastering it will allow a person to achieve superhuman abilities, but he says they have to be careful using it, because Tao is life itself.
Bro, man has more blood out of his body than inside right now. This is some Zoro nothing happened level shit.
And if they use too much, it could cause physical or mental changes, or even affect memories and consciousness, and in the worst case, overuse will likely lead to death. Yuzuri wonders what they should do since the
Your change of clothes shows just as much cleavage as before. God, I love this anime.
elixir of life doesn't exist, because the Shogun won't accept that. But Sagiri tells them how Gabimaru told her it exists, since his village chief was actually immortal. However, Yuzuri thinks that might have just been an illusion, because shinobi often use them to brainwash and control children when they are young, saying they did the same thing in her village. Yuzuri also finds the story about Gabimaru's wife strange, because shinobi are just pawns. She thinks his wife might not even exist, and
Bro, the cock tattoo wasn't real? Are you telling me that the cock brand didn't even happen?
she could have been another one of the chief's illusions used to motivate him. We see Gabimaru has completely lost his memory, only remembering that he is Gabimaru.
That would be a sick twist. That would be a wild twist. Oh my god. If that was actually true and that whole backstory that he had was like an actual illusion, that would be Genjutsu levels of gaslighting. That would be crazy. Oh my god. That would be wild. See, I can't imagine an anime actually doing that, giving him such a distinct backstory and then just show that that's the trauma of the terrible upbringing that he actually had. But if that was true, that would be nutty.
Gabimaru the Hollow, and he plays along with the other three to get information about where he is. Mei asks if he is okay, and he says he is fine, but she can sense a disturbance in his Tao. Sagiri keeps watch at night, and Shion joins her. She thinks about all the people they have lost, and she worries about Gabimaru. Shion wonders if she likes him.
Where did that come from?
But Sagiri finds it all too sad that he is trying so hard to get back
has
to
a
his
wife.
wife, but she might not even exist. Even though he's a killer, she doesn't think he is a bad person, so she hopes that he can be reunited with her. But that's where this video ends. I hope you enjoyed this video.
I did. That was good. This is a sick anime. From what I understand, is this the whole anime or is this just like the first half of the anime? Is this the first 6 episodes? Oh, it's the whole season 1? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting in there. I'm gonna keep watching this shit. This was sick. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.